I'm so ready.
Heated Rivalry. Are you heated? Are you on edge to talk about Heated Rivalry? Are you edging to Heated Rivalry?
Okay, wait. Have you watched Heated Rivalry?
Oh my God.
Nikki! Nikki! You gotta watch this gay show. It's so hot.
Oh my God, it's so hot.
Oh my God, what is it?
It's about these two hockey players. It's based on a young adult's.
Sold. It's based on a romance novel.
It's based on a romance
It's based
novel.
on a romance novel. It's about these two hockey players, and they are rivals. And they start a 10-year-long situationship.
And they're both like stars of the hockey team.
Yes.
Of each other's like different hockey teams.
Yes. And they're very different.
And they're so, and like the actors who play them
Are gorgeous.
gorgeous. Like literally, like as Kristin was saying, bark at the screen hot.
Just like generational face cards. Like absolute. Like they basically found like these two unknown actors, and they're both beautiful. Jesse, remember like a week and a half ago when I was like, we should discuss Heated Rivalry, and you were like, I don't know. I'm not sure if we'll have time. I don't know if I want to. I guess I'll check it out. And then like 2 days later, you're like,
yeah. I'm like, I have standards and I have no problem asking what I need.
like, I'm gonna eat those faces.
Yeah. No, I honestly thank God that show came out at this time because like I needed it.
Oh, I did too. I needed
it
it so badly. I have not been in a fandom this fun in probably 25 years.
Yeah, this is like One Direction level of fandom.
Oh,
like,
more. I mean, it's wild.
the fanfics are going crazy.
Like the fan edits are going crazy. It's like I feel like listen. I have an opinion on this.
Straight men are also watching and podcasting about this
We're
show.
gonna get to that. Because I feel like everyone's kind of talking about this, and I feel like we wanted to talk about some things that I feel like personally have not really been covered.
Yep.
That I have opinions about, and that I've spent the last like week and a half gnawing at my enclosure, thinking about. You know.
Speak on it, sis.
Oh my gosh. So, do I have to explain what Heated Rivalry at this point? Do people know?
I think we just did.
We explained it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Part of the magic of Heated Rivalry is that the two leads are also very close.
Yes.
They're also very close. They're also incredibly fun on camera.
They have such amazing chemistry.
Just as themselves.
Yeah.
And that is like, God, where do we even start?
Well, no, it's funny that you say that because I was watching an interview that Connor, who plays Ilya, was saying, and he was saying Connor was cast first and that he had to do a few read-throughs with different actors and different chem tests. And he said all the other actors were great.
You're thinking of Hudson was cast first. I know what anecdote you're about to tell.
No, it was from the Owen Thiel's podcast, In Your Dreams.
Really?
Yeah, where Connor said that he had, maybe he wasn't cast first, but he had to do read-throughs with a few other actors.
Yeah.
And Hudson was the last one.
Uh-huh.
And that the other actors were great, but him and Hudson got on the Zoom and they both just like sat there for 5 seconds in silence.
Yeah.
And then started. And from that moment, Connor was just like, oh yeah, this is different. Like we both are locked into what we're going to be playing this as.
And I feel like to talk about that for a second, a perspective that I feel like I bring to this is that like as someone who performs friendship on camera professionally and has for a really long time, what they are doing is like phenomenally difficult.
Yes.
It is really hard.
Yes.
Like, it's like, I honestly get really annoyed when I see people who are just like, they're playing it up for camera. Like, they did a GQ interview. There was like a little aside where like in the interview, when they were doing the story, they were like, oh yeah, like they sort of tone it down when the cameras aren't on. And I'm like, yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Of course they tone it down. Yeah, like, okay, it's like, I'm someone who in the course of my job, I have to perform friendship.
Totally.
The thing about performing friendship on camera is that you have to do it very big. It's like theater, or else people in the back don't see it.
Yes.
Because sometimes people will be like, are you mad at Jen, who's on my channel with me? And it's like, no, it's just my face.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is. It's like, honestly, to me, it's like, imagine you went to Costco. And, like, imagine you're having like a dog party or something, okay? You go to Costco, you get like a 50-pound bag of dog treats, all right? And then you spill all the dog treats all over the floor. Wouldn't it be weird if someone came up to you and said, that's a lot of dog treats. I don't think all those dog treats are real. It's like, no, dude, they are real. I just have a lot of them and I've used them all up.
Yeah.
Which means that if I want more treats, I gotta fucking hoof it back to Costco.
Yeah.
That's what it's like to perform friendship on camera. It is like running a car on nitrous.
Yeah.
It is exhausting.
Yeah.
And like the fact that they're doing it like this in this quantity, in this capacity is phenomenally impressive.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's incredible to have. I think also too, the level, like I think your analogy is really well put, that it's like it's a car on nitrous. I think yes, just the nature of having to perform friendship on camera is a car on nitrous, and then couple that with the intense level of overnight fame and eyes, then also coupled with quite a difficult how do I put this? It's not a difficult source material, but as an actor, having to speak about it, having to speak about romance and not take your own personal romance into it or draw into that and have to navigate the public's dialogue of that is a high caliber of difficulty that these two are navigating with impeccable ease.
Yeah, and I think we're saying this as like, I'm a media professional. Am I a media professional?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You are a media professional. We are two people who work in media.
Yes.
So like, we're kind of looking at this from the perspective of media professionals.
Yes.
And
I have a
like,
background and as I was a publicist before this, I have, I've been working in PR and marketing and having to work with spokespeople for many, many years. So.
And I'm a stupid bitch on YouTube. So like, between the two of us.
Yeah, between the two of us.
We know
we're professional.
We fucking know
one
ball.
Professional.
Yeah, we one professional between the two of us.
in the room. Yeah.
And so like one of the funny things actually about the show is that like, one of the funny things about their press tour is that like Hudson, who plays Shane, like the meme is that like, oh, he's not media trained because he's like constantly saying like lots of funny, ridiculous, over the top sexual stuff.
Yeah.
And like I think like I want to say Teen Vogue asked him if like directly if he was media trained, and he said like, oh, I've had media training, I'm just not very coachable. To which I say, my love, my dearest love, I fucking disagree.
No, bullshit.
He is phenomenally disciplined. It is one of the most impressive media pressers I've ever seen. Because like, here's the thing about media training, in case you don't know. Media training is not just about what you do say. It's about what you don't say. Because here's what he's not saying. Stuff about his sexuality or other people's sexualities. Stuff about his relationship or other people's relationships. He's not talking shit. He's not doing spoilers. Do you remember how like Tom Holland like basically had to be paired with Benedict Cumberbatch because he like wouldn't shut the fuck up at what happened in the fucking Avengers movies?
Yeah.
He was like,
he had to be babysat.
He had to be babysat. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is like, these are all things that would come up in the course of a normal friendship conversation.
Of course.
That he is editing out.
Yes.
And he is performing this high wire act where he's like doing bites while he's not spilling any of the beans.
Right.
And it is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life.
Particularly for somebody who is, what do I want to say, like
24.
24. This is, we're talking about overnight success and fame. There was no real prep to this. I also think too, people were like, oh, he knew it was going to be on HBO. No, they didn't. This was a Canadian production that was put on a Canadian channel that then HBO bought the rights to.
HBO bought it like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, and then it was put on the channel, and then overnight they were like, oh shit, people are watching it. Like, I think people have this misconception that like, oh, they knew all along it was going to be this big hit. Not at all. This was literally a show that was made in a Canadian bubble, and then HBO was like, hey, this thing's cool, let's pop it on the channel.
What's the tweet? It was like $3, 2 freaks and a dream.
Yeah, literally, that's the fucking show.
Like that's the show.
Truly.
That's the show. You were saying this to me. I feel that you were saying like Gen Z sort of just has media training sort of built in, yes. Because like you've spent your whole lives in like the social world.
Yes.
And like, so you know that like your digital footprint follows you everywhere.
Yes.
And that like you have to sort of inherently, which is like, what a horrible way to live. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but I also think too, it's like they have, as a Zennial, I admire the true Gen Z's ability to understand, particularly when it comes to like queerness. There is just an innate understanding of how to move not only as an ally, but also maybe also as a queer person when discussing sexuality and topics that involve intimacy of that way that I feel is more baked in with Gen Z than predecessor boomer who have you, just because they have been on the internet, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's that specific topic that they've had such experience in having to navigate because I think it's now a part of their day-to-day life with their friends.
Yeah, I completely disagree that Hudson Williams is not media trained.
Yes.
He's perhaps one of the best media trained people I have ever seen.
Yes.
Because like, and here's the other thing. Like the two of them did like a slew of interviews on one day. And like generally speaking, when you're doing like those like video YouTube things, like you get them for like 15, 20 minutes.
Right. And it's just like a series of them. They're
And
like
it's just a
rolling
series of,
them.
yeah, you can see because they don't change outfits. So there's like there's like 5 of them in one day where they're all wearing the same things. But it's like a lot of those videos, like, I mean, as someone who has worked in this environment, you get a celebrity, you film content. It's maybe a 3 to 7 minute video.
Yeah,
you know, the fact that a lot of those videos are like 18 to 20 minutes and all bangers, like that's absolutely bananas to get that many bites.
Yes.
Like normally speaking, actors are not good at this.
No,
they're not. It's
terrible.
It is not the same skill set. It is not the same muscle. They aren't good at this.
This is why when you see like legacy media podcasters who used to be actors, you're listening to it and you're like, why does this feel so different? Like, why does this not feel like I'm watching somebody on YouTube? It feels like there's literally somebody behind the Smartless cast with cue cards going, be a human.
And that's like, I feel like what will make them movie stars is they understand this media environment and like kind of what it requires. And I think they also, it seems to me like they have a team who also supports that vision.
Yes.
Because I don't think you can be a movie star in the big 2-6.
No.
Unless you understand how parasocial relationships can work for you.
And I also think too, and I added this on here, I found Jacob Tierney was very smart in what he did with the marketing of this show because I think he spoke about this in the interview. He knew that the fandom, the book talk people were going to be so quintessential in making this show, whatever it was going to be, whether it lived on the Crave original channel in Canada or it was picked up by a streamer. But that was something that he was, innately aware of.
Yes.
And so their volume of content that they were even backlogging on set, like the BTS that they were shooting in between, like, and putting it on TikTok, like that I think really also helped create this parasocial map that was laid where now I almost feel like the actors, yes, they're performing friendship. I do think they have a real friendship, but I also feel like that bridge between character and then off screen, there was almost like a landing strip of the social content, the landing bridge between the two.
It's like there's so much synergistic magic that's happening here.
Yes.
And I know that like the wrong lessons are all going to be learned.
Oh no.
But the thing is like this is having friendship like that and like being able to do it on camera, it's like such a lightning in a bottle thing.
Oh, totally.
It's like really difficult. It's like it's not, because here's the thing, you can have 2 funny people talk.
Totally.
And it could be nothing.
Yeah.
And it frequently is.
Yes.
And like, I think that oh God, they got so lucky.
No, they got so lucky.
They got so lucky. I mean, so then I feel like I'm just like, I've been bottled up these thoughts.
No, I need you to.
I've had these thoughts all bottled up for like a week and a half, and now I'm just like,
pop off, queen.
Like if I don't give my
I
don't give my professional expertise.
No, I need you to go. This is for you, babe.
I know.
I only started watching this because of you.
I know. I literally listen, I've been like a fangirl for a really long time, okay? I've been in fandoms basically my entire life.
I love that.
My entire teenage life. Honestly, the only so probably when we first decided to talk about this, the first thing that came to my mind is like, I am a little worried for these 2 boys.
Yes.
And I don't say that. I say that like, I'm sure they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna be okay. But like, and I don't use this analogy lightly. It's gonna sound like I'm making a joke, but it actually is true. Getting famous this fast, it's like getting a concussion. Mm-hmm. It's like in that a concussion is a very serious change to your brain. Mm-hmm. Most people who get concussions are fine.
Yes.
They address the seriousness of the moment. They're okay. Because if you don't do that, you can go to sleep and not wake up. Because a concussion, it's like sudden shock.
No, it's a great analogy.
And it's like, and I think that like, I think they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
It seems like
they have a good team around them. They have a good team.
Yeah. I think they understand what's going on. They're all like Connor Story, like unfollowed everyone on Instagram, which like, good for you.
Love that, babe.
You don't need that.
Love that, baby.
You don't need that smoke.
Yeah.
Get yourself a Finsta, tell like 4 people about it, you know,
exactly,
have fun.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they're going to be okay. But I worried about them in the same way that I worry about like basically anyone who would get a concussion, where it's like, oh God, I hope that they're taking care of themselves. Because like I think that like a good analog for this, I think, is what happened to like Leonardo DiCaprio with Titanic. And like I think it's a little different because so when Leo did Titanic, he was already like a guy. Like he did Romeo and Juliet the year before.
Yeah. He was already in the public eye.
Yeah. But what happened was he went from a guy who was like a hot guy in a movie to being like all 4 Beatles at once.
Yes.
And I think, like, first of all, I love Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that he's a phenomenal actor. I think he's had an incredible career. I think that,
we like that he dates at least just of age 25-year-olds.
Okay, I have a hot take on this.
Oh, speak on it.
I have a hot take on this. I think we need to leave Leonardo DiCaprio alone about dating 25-year-olds. And here's why. I think we need to cut him some slack. I think we need to cut him some slack. Here's why. Here's why. Here's my argument. I think we need to cut him a little bit of slack. Okay? Here's the thing.
All right,
Leonardo DiCaprio, I think, has had a phenomenal career. Mm-hmm. But if you recall, in like right after Titanic, he did Man in the Iron Mask, which was like whatever.
Yeah.
He did, what else did he do? He did this Danny Boyle movie called The Beach, which is terrible. And then he was in like a Woody Allen movie for like 5 seconds. So like over the course of like 4 years after this like life-changing global hit, he did like 2.5 movies. He kind of stumbled. And then like in 2002, he comes out with Catch Me If You Can and Gangs of New York. Spielberg and Scorsese. He's great in both of them. And then he's just off to the races.
Yeah.
He does like The Aviator. He does The Departed.
Yeah.
He does Blood Diamond, which is fine, but he's good in it. Inception, Shutter Island. You know, he's
Inception,
just,
great
yeah,
movie.
great. He's off the, he figured it out.
Yeah.
But like I think that like him figuring it out is the best case scenario.
Yeah.
And like it's funny, like I don't know if you saw this, but like Timothy Chalamet gave an interview like a while ago where he talked about how like Leo gave him advice where it was like, don't do superhero movies and don't do drugs. And it's like, I think that you have to understand what happened to Leonardo DiCaprio in 1997.
Yeah.
Like
that's fair.
He went from being a guy who was in a movie that people liked to being the most famous person on Earth.
Yeah, he went from like a C-list actor to A-list overnight.
Yes.
Where people were buying, paparazzi are outside your house. Like, you're stalked at a level that I don't think the general public really understands.
Like Princess Diana levels of fame.
Yes,
like he was,
it's a great,
he was astronomically famous. He was famous in a way that I don't think is even replicatable today.
No, it's not. I mean, we don't consume media in the same way.
And like, here's what I think.
We need to cut him some slack. I mean, look, they're 25.
I'm happy
they're of age. Let me be fucking clear.
I think a lot of bad things could have happened to Leonardo DiCaprio, okay?
And they probably did.
A lot of like worse things.
Okay.
I think he could have developed an addiction problem.
Yeah.
I think he could have, developed like some sort of maladaptive behaviors towards people or women. And granted, like I don't know this person, so like, but like he could have.
His addiction is 25-year-old pussy, who's to complain?
I truly think that there is a part of his brain that is permanently screaming, I'm 23!
Yeah.
Because like...
Well, because you do. There's somebody that said that, I forget who said this, but they're like, when you get famous like that overnight, your brain freezes at the age at which you get famous.
Yes.
You are incapable, like, what it does, that level of public awareness of you as a person, you are not able to then grow past that. There will always be a part of your brain that is stunted at that age.
And I think it's so funny because like when you watch him, like when people make jokes about it, like the Golden Globes or something, you can see that he's kind of like, you can see he's a little confused.
Yes.
Like you can see there's something in his brain that's like, why is everyone so fucking weird about this?
Yeah.
I genuinely think he's like 25. That's 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
I think that like there is genuinely something in his brain that like that is always going to be stuck in the I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
And that he is doing a phenomenal job. Anyway, I just think that we should cut Leonardo DiCaprio a little bit of slack because in 1997, he was basically hit in the head with a shovel.
That's the clip.
So, like, he's doing good, okay?
Yeah,
He's doing
no,
okay.
we're fine. Yeah, no, we're fine that he's fucking 25-year-olds. I don't
Like,
care.
Wait, you know who else had like a crazy like upbringing with fame?
Who?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was thinking about that too.
Worldwide.
I remember reading interviews about him in like 2010, like and like reading like about like his weird relationship with his mom and being like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. It really freaks me out when people get really famous really fast.
Yeah.
Because it is dangerous to
It's
them.
so
And it's not, to be
dangerous.
clear, it's not something they're bringing on themselves.
No.
But it is dangerous.
Yeah.
And it is something that like requires care.
Yes.
And so I
also want to say this too in light of recent events, and I won't go too deep into this, but like particularly when it's like famous overnight for like tragedy or things of that nature, I invite people to have a little bit more empathy and compassion before commenting on things in a way that I don't think I would have otherwise had I not been so
I know what you're talking about.
close to.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I think I would agree with you on that. I like, you know, because like becoming, because who was I talking to about this? I was talking to somebody about this at the party we were at the other day. I was talking to you.
Yeah.
I think becoming famous over the course of like 2 to 3 years, that's what you want.
Yes.
You know what you want? You want to be like Paul Mescal. Where did Paul Mescal come from? No
knows?
one knows.
A nice like Irish tree.
What was his first movie? Was it After Sun? I think not. I don't know. It's just all of a sudden, he's just here.
He's just appeared.
He's just a part of the.
Yeah.
He was always a part of the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah.
You want to be like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't like it. That is the idea. And granted, like no one has control over this. Like
Yeah.
it's just, but
Yeah.
that is the like. I mean, I think about like when I first was becoming famous, and to be clear, I am a minorly famous person. I am not like, I understand that the scale is different.
Yeah.
However, that should inform the seriousness of my point. People would tackle me in public. One time I was checking into a hotel and someone took a creep shot of me and posted it and tagged me in it.
No.
Yeah, I had to check out of the hotel.
Yeah, you had to
I had
leave.
I had to leave the hotel.
Yeah.
Hotel. People did it a lot. People would take creep shots of me all the time.
Oh.
Constantly. People would grab me. People will grab me and show me to their friends.
Yeah,
And like it doesn't happen anymore, mostly because I think the people who like me are like older now.
Yeah.
But this is me.
And again, also too, like you're saying, you this isn't something anyone can control because a lot of it has to do with the way that the public consumes media.
Yes.
Like at the time, people were on Facebook watching, like hundreds of thousands of people were watching ladylike videos. Like that was the, you know what I mean? Like
Millions.
or on YouTube, millions. And on YouTube or whatever it was. And it's like, that was the way that society, American public, whatever, was consuming media. You had no control over that being the tide at which the height of social consumption that you were a part of, right? Like you had some voluntary, you were being paid for it or whatever.
I chose to do it. Like obviously I chose to do it.
You weren't like, millions of people go watch my shit on YouTube and they followed. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing. Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't like, I shall make Titanic a hit. Like
I will make Titanic the biggest hit movie
ever.
You know, Titanic was the #1 movie for 15 weeks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
15 weeks. That will, first of all, had never happened before. Will never happen again.
No, it'll never happen again.
That will never happen again. I cannot overstate how, I mean, not to be like a Leo apologist again, I cannot overstate how famous he became.
Yeah.
And like,
Don't worry, we'll do the super clip whenever, we'll do the super cut of whatever horrible thing comes up.
I know, right? I can't overstate Literally,
No, I agree with her.
we're straight.
Yeah.
But like I mean, and granted, like I understand I'm not as famous as these boys. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. But like, it changes your brain chemistry regardless of when and how it happens.
Yep.
So the best way for it to happen is really slowly.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to get famous overnight, no, you don't.
I wonder though, my one counter to this is another factor in the larger sense of how we consume media is the turnover rate by which overnight successes dominate the top of the attention span charts.
Here's the thing. I think that this is a really unique use case.
Okay.
Because I think that this is actually one of the few times in which an overnight success actually has staying power. Because I think people become like, because like, people become famous for like 15 minutes or whatever.
Right, yeah.
I think this is like, the world got a scratch-off lottery ticket that had like a $2 million jackpot on it. In terms of like, they just happened to find these two stars and then put them together so they could bring out the best in each other.
Yeah.
And so I think that like, I think they're going to have a little, I think they're going to be okay.
I think they're going to be okay, but there definitely will be I think there will be a learning curve and the publicists will have to shape them both into something else for a little while for the next few months.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, they're going to have to separate them too, unfortunately.
I know. I do think they're going to have to separate them.
They're going to have to separate them too.
And people are not going to like it.
And people aren't going to like it, but they're going to have to because they have to develop individual identities in order to stay within the business.
I know.
And then
also,
also,
but I hate it. You are right.
I know.
I know
it sucks.
And I say it as a fan, I'm like, no.
I know.
As a media professional, I'm like, you are absolutely right.
Yeah, like they're going to have to separate them so they can develop individual identities. That's not to say that they've both signed on for another, like 3 other seasons. We're going to get more of them. We're going to get more of these press runs. Like they're coming back. But I do think for the sake of the longevity of both of their careers, they need to be separated, which is hilarious because it's like, it sounds like they can't keep each other hands off each other. They're like, they need to be separated. Give your hands to yourself, boys.
They are. And you can see how they're already doing it because they're doing a lot of separate interviews.
Yes, they're doing a lot of separate interviews.
Doing a lot of separate, a lot of separate photo shoots, stuff like that.
And I honestly think Hudson Williams, right, is his last name?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you don't know my husband's last name?
Girl.
Wow.
I don't know my last name right now.
Can I get another White Claw?
Yeah. You can grab another White Claw for thank you, Nikki. I think
That's
Hudson.
kind of a joke, but not really.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Wait, do you need one actually?
No, I'll take another one. Yeah, I'll take another one.
I think Hudson has a really interesting career in comedic acting and on television.
I do too. I think actually, I have a lot of thought. I mean, granted, like I don't know what this man wants because I feel like I actually like this because I feel like we're discussing this as like just two media girls.
Yeah, media girls.
Just two media girls having fun. But I think like if I was on his team and I was advising him, I would be like, you have the ability to have like a really diverse areas that you touch in.
Yeah.
Like I think that like I want
to see him, like, to me, if I was the publicist, I'd be like, what are the workaholic guys doing right now? Get him in that cat suit.
Yeah, they're really neat. They actually add so much resistance to the back that I can't actually, fuck. I'm land leopard, still fight crime, I'm working at it, actually working on my athleticism online. You can follow me, land leopard 43, land leopard was taken.
Do you know what I mean? Have you seen the clips of him from his, like, college days?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want to see him comedically flex his muscles in a way that is so unexpected and surprising that it totally breaks us out of who we know him as.
I think he's the next Ryan Reynolds.
Interesting.
I think he's the next Ryan Reynolds.
Can I say something potentially problematic, baby?
Oh, no, Ryan Reynolds sucks.
No, not that.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think he's tall enough.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Who cares?
I do think from a publicist perspective, from an old Hollywood perspective, I don't name
fucking agree.
Name another Ryan Reynolds type that is short.
Another Ryan Reynolds type who is short. I don't think he's that short.
He's not. That's my Hudson? No, Hudson is short.
He?
Hudson's not above 6 feet.
I disagree. I so disagree.
I know, babe, but it's a thing.
No,
it's a thing.
I'm not.
It's a thing. Name another one.
I don't. First of all, I hate Ryan Reynolds. I think he sucks.
No, he sucks. But like, but I'm thinking.
I'm saying this from like in terms of like the type of career trajectory. I think he's the next Ryan Reynolds, in my opinion.
I mean, comedically, talent-wise, 100%, I think he could totally do it. I just don't. Here's my thing about when I say.
That's my Deadpool.
What? Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll consent on. I'll because my brain goes.
Tom Cruise is like 5'0".
Yeah, but that was from an era of Hollywood that will literally like he's made in a Scientologist lab. Like he's not a real person. Like his career trajectory.
I don't think I've ever disagreed with you on anything else more than this. I disagree.
Don't know. Like
I disagree so much. I do not think it matters. I do not care. I don't think anyone else cares. I think that it's.
I agree with you, but I am saying this from the perspective of the old studio head people, knowing how they've operated and watching this industry and growing up in it. That's where my head goes.
Maybe we should hit them in the head with a shovel.
I completely agree. I think we should burn it down. I think in the Netflix deal with Warner Brothers, there should be a ceremonially burning of all of the studios.
No,
then the ashes of all the PAs that have been abused. I think the world is changing.
I think the world is changing. I don't think that matters as much. I just don't think it does. I think if you are charming and compelling and if you can sell tickets, so to speak, I think that's all that matters.
I don't think he's gonna have. When I say the height thing, my thing is I think about the larger ticket projects that Ryan Reynolds has been offered, and I think those might be off the table.
Okay, well, who do you think? Okay, all right, fine. We'll take Ryan. I don't know what has gone wrong in my brain over the last 2 weeks, but I am so like into the earth protective of these boys.
Let me think about who
that even though like I have like a lot of like understanding of like of this industry and stuff like that, I'm just like, fucking shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Jesse.
no, it's fine. No, yeah.
Okay, so not Ryan Reynolds. Who do you think?
Does he have to be hot?
No.
Just charming?
Well, it has to be like who.
But he is hot.
He is hot,
so
though.
hot.
He's so hot.
It's like he's so hot that
I say this not because of any racial thing, but because I know this actor that I'm going to compare him to also has comedic chops.
I know you're about to say, and I disagree already.
Really? Why?
I know you're going to say I disagree already.
Who am I going to say?
Are you going to say Simu Liu?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I think Simu Liu is not as charming as Hudson Williams is. Not even close. Not even close. Not even in the same galaxy. Also, no, not even.
No, I know why. But again, let's aside what we know about him.
No.
What on screen?
Uh-huh.
You're right. Simo hasn't shown the level of like. I mean, I can't think of like a dramatic thing that.
I don't think he's as charming. I don't think he's as charming. I just don't. I think that there's something special there that isn't just hot guy. I think it's hot guy plus understanding of the audience plus funny, clever, smart, insightful.
You know who might be? Paul Mescal.
You're right. I'll accept that.
I think it's Paul Mescal.
I'll accept that.
And to my point about the height thing, couldn't carry a Gladiator film alone, but could as a co-lead.
Yeah, and granted, that movie was
dog shit. But you
Garbaggio.
See what I'm saying?
I do. Okay, Paul Mescal. I will accept your. I will accept your.
But do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying now?
I see what you're saying. I do. Well, like
because like think about it when you're going to the pitch meeting to the 800-year-old troglodytes at the studios that you're trying to pitch this to, right? Like Paul Mescal wouldn't have sold that movie alone.
No, but also it was a big budget movie. It's like
right, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
If you want to make this man,
if you want to make this man a star, the height thing was my one hurdle of it. Of like the one thing that I'm like, boy, you can't change this, but I love you and I want you to win. I want you to feed off of your riches. Like I want the success for you.
As someone who's 5'3", I think everyone is tall.
Girl, I'm 5'3" too. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
I know. Like, I realize it's hard. It's sometimes hard to separate like our understanding of the industry and our understanding of like being media professionals.
I know.
With the fact that we're just like gnawing at the fucking bars of our closure.
But I think Paul Mescal is the equivalent.
Paul Mescal is a good equivalent. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. Okay. That's fine. But I was
5'11" short.
Huh?
Is 5'11" short?
No.
Okay.
It's just movie star standard. Like movie star, when you're thinking about like, the studios, the way they used to evaluate like like the gravitas of a leading man. Like height would factor into it because a lot of the women that they would pair them up with who are like the bombshells are taller. We are talking about old conventional beauty standards that do not necessarily dictate how society is moved, nor are they necessarily beauty standards that I agree with or anyone on this fucking couch agrees with, but it is something that should be factored in when talking about the level of stardom, A-list movie that somebody could reach.
It's so funny when we were discussing this episode, the one thing I said to you was like, we need to be really careful about this, about talking about this, because like right now in terms of like the rabidness of the fandom, it is like Taylor Swift in like 2018, and that people will will be angry.
You're coming for me.
And the funny thing is that the call is coming from inside the house a little bit because I'm just like, fucking take that back.
She's so
I'll fucking crush this over your head. I'm like, I came here to be like, I actually have like a lot of insightful opinions about this, and instead I'm just like,
you're like,
I don't know.
So funny.
What happened to my brain? I mean,
this goes to the topic that we wanted to talk about your thread.
Yeah.
Like,
so
like what happened to you? I think this is like to your point, like this show has like taken over our brains and the women, the female brain in a way that is like different.
It's the thing is, it's like there's two sides of the coin, I think. And I think I'm on the good side of the coin now. I think like 2 weeks ago, I was on like the bad side of the coin. If I've learned nothing else from Heated Rivalry discourse, it's that women are fucking sad. Like sad in a bone deep, trench foot of the heart kind of way. There is like a hopelessness that has sort of been buried in the backyard of our minds for years. And it feels like the dog just dug it up, so to speak.
It's been liked over 3,000 times.
Yeah. And I tweeted that at like 3 a.m.
And it's true.
It's true. Because I think there's two, and I want to talk about the second part, the other side of this coin in a second. We'll talk about this for a second. I think that what a lot of women are feeling, and like, yeah, it's fun. Like we're having a good time.
Yeah.
But I do think that like a lot of like deep dissatisfaction in people's lives is sort of being uncovered by this.
Yeah.
And so it makes the fun a little bit bittersweet.
Totally.
Because I know like 2-3 weeks ago, I was just like, I need to start over.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think what I am doing is working for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, it just, and granted, like, this is a fantasy.
Totally.
We understand that it's a fantasy.
Totally.
But like, as someone who's been involved in fandoms my whole life, I know that there is a correlation between how invested I am with a fandom and how badly my life is going.
Interesting.
If I am a little bit too into something, it's because I am running from something. And when I am a little busier, I have like a little bit less time, to run from things. And like, I think the thing I will say also, if you are feeling like really hyperfixated on this in a way that makes you feel like really sad and like really like your life will never feel good again and like you can't have like a life that is fulfilling or whatever like this, if this is your first time, I want you to know this will pass. It will pass. It feels really intense right now. It will pass. This is not going to feel like this forever. It may get replaced with something else, but that's a different story. But I think that because we were talking about this, I've been talking about this with like basically everyone I know.
Yeah. We were voice memoing each other at 3 a.m. the other night while I was like in tears.
And I was just like,
it.
literally, because it does make you, it throws into stark relief what it is that you are settling for.
Yeah, and I think for me, what I yearn for in a lot of ways, which is like, I think what I saw in Ilya being able to read Shane's emotional dysregulation and meet those needs in the moment as something that I really yearn for. As somebody who was the one that really saw myself in Shane a lot, like that is what I was like, I yearn for someone that is able to see how uncomfortable I am with these feelings and make me feel okay with them.
And here's the crazy thing is that I see myself in Ilya so much.
Really?
Oh yeah. Very much so. Where I'm just like, do I really like this or am I just searching for a home? Like, do I really, is all the things I do in my life,
yeah,
are those things I really love doing? or are they just like desperate attempts to get people to like me because like my parents don't like me?
Yeah.
And like that, because I mean, not that Elia's mom is dead, so like that's
Yeah.
not the, but it's like they're not my, they're same thing where they're not available to love him.
Right.
No, like they're, because I've read the books.
Yeah.
And in reading the books, like this gets covered a lot more, but it's just like have you read the books?
No, but I've started to now read the selected passages on Book Talk.
So one thing like in the thing where he's like eating the spaghetti, which beautifully acted scene. There's like basically at the end of Heated Rivalry, you've seen it already if you're watching this far, but at the end of it, like when they're Shane's parents discover them and like they basically like they're kind of discussing like their next steps and like basically like it's serious conversation for Shane, serious for his mom, serious for his dad, and Ilya is just like chowing down on pasta.
Yeah.
And like,
and he's, like,
he does like a little dance and he's like putting more cheese on. He's having, and in the book it talks about how like this is like the best day of his life.
I remember I read that passage on
And it's like I think I tweeted something to close friends at like 4 a.m. where I was like, if you follow me on Close Friends, I'm so sorry. It has been a rough year for you.
Same.
Really not good.
I'm really sorry.
Sometimes I'll take people off because I'm like, I don't want them to know about
Nikki,
this.
I recently added you. Good luck.
Good luck, bitch. But like on Close Friends, I was just like, the one thing about Heated Rivalry that makes me sad is that it's not just a fantasy about romance. It's a fantasy about having like a loving family and enough money where you can actually enjoy being in love and having a loving family.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fantasy about all those things.
Yeah.
And like, it's like I do relate to Ilya, where I'm just kind of like, I can't go home again. What would I go home to?
Yeah. It feels nice to belong.
Yeah. Like what would I go home? Like literally it's like I can't my dad, like I don't talk to my mom.
Yeah.
My dad doesn't really like me that much. Like he
Yeah, and I mean I think what I saw with Shane was that like you can plan and prep everything out, but like the moment of and like the interactions with other people are like the scariest part.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing you like can't control.
Yeah. And like
that was the hardest.
So it's not just a fantasy about finding someone you love, it's a fantasy about finally getting your emotional needs met.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really has hit people right in the dick.
Yeah. I think Yeah. Whereas somebody who consistently blows their dick off.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Yeah, my phantom dick really felt this.
And that's like, and I think like I've been
my ghost stick really hurt from hurting Heated Rivalry.
Stop cutting off your own dick. But like, I feel I think that like a lot of women right now are feeling very like thrown, and I think they're just like it's hard to understand like exactly what throws them asunder, but I think it's not just the romance piece.
No, not at all.
I think it's all of this. And
I think it's the emotional needs.
I think that's what it is.
Because it's so clear. They both have such different and distinct emotional needs that are being met, and I think are hitting on different people who with attachment wounds needs that, and as you said, putting into stark reality what us as viewers yearn, lack, miss, want, and not just giving you one iteration of it, which I think particularly because I read a lot of romance novels, like I don't read very much, but if I do read it, it's people fucking, and I read a lot of smut, and I feel like a lot with the heterosexual, like with the male-female romance, the emotional needs piece is often the narrative driver within the female story.
Yes.
And so we're only getting one lens of that emotional need. Whereas this, it's two rich characters who both have such distinct emotional needs, and we're seeing two people meet them in a naturally easy way, meet each other's needs in a very easy, natural way.
Yeah.
And I think it's what the women are going, fuck.
And I think that's where I was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I think I've flipped it around. I've flipped it around a little bit. Okay.
All right, she's flipped a bitch. Let's hear it.
I flipped it around a little bit. All right. I think that I was thinking about this in watching kind of like this press tour of like these two deeply attractive
so sexy
men.
The way I would drink their bath water. I would literally drink their bathwater.
I can't even talk about it.
I would get an IV. I would get an IV of the water dripping from Connor Story's asshole into my body.
I can't even fucking talk about it. It's like, it's so, I feel, I genuinely am like, am I too old for this? It's like, no,
Never.
I don't care. It's fine.
No.
But the thing is, it's like, I feel like one thing that we feel in watching their press tour, like one thing that like obviously like you kind of makes you feel bad is you're like, oh, they're so beautiful and they're so beautiful and like this story is so beautiful and like they found love and also they found friendship and like, you know, it's like, listen, human relationships are very complicated and finding like the love of your life is a very complex thing. But I do think the other thing that people are responding to that they feel jealous of is the fact that like Hudson and Connor are having so much fun. And that, my friend, is in your control.
Yes.
You can have fun.
Yes.
Like you should be going out and throwing ass. Go out, throw more ass.
Throw more
Go
ass.
flirt with people who are hotter than you.
Yes.
Okay? Wear shit that's too short. Take naked photos of yourself.
All the time.
Do you know how many fucking naked photos I have on my phone?
Do you know how many nudes I've sent?
I have so many. I have literally, honestly, so many naked photos.
Take photos of yourself naked, please.
Like literally, honestly, at this
memorialize it. There will be a day where you look back and you go, I should have taken more.
Literally, yes. I look at this and I'm like, God, I was so hot like 5 years ago. It's like I truly.
And here's the thing: age is something that is inevitable, right? So take those hot photos now, send them.
Well, not even. I mean, to add to that, it's like
I send them around the world.
I feel like I hear from people who sometimes are just like, I'm in my 20s and 30s, and I'm too old. Like, girl, I'm in my 40s. Okay,
Yeah.
I am ready to go out and throw ass. All right,
That part.
Like when I go remember last time I was in New York and I got like antibiotic resistant strep and like a pelvic bruise that lasted a month.
Yeah.
Like I was.
I really hope we don't have to cut that because that was a really.
Let's not cut it. It's true. It happened. It's fine. It happened. That's what happened. I went and I had a little too much fun.
It happens.
I had a little too much fun.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. And like and that's.
And here's the thing: it's a great story. Like I think also too as the Shane, as the constant afraid of opening up, like just hermit person. Like I'm so afraid of having fun sometimes because I'm like, what's the cost gonna be? What's gonna be this? At the end of the day, it's a great fucking story.
And I'm a big chaotic slut.
Yeah.
big chaotic slut. And
Go be slutty.
Go be slutty.
Go be slutty.
Go be slutty. And that's like that fun is within your control.
Yes.
And like you can make fun. That fun that you're jealous of, you can do that.
Yes.
Like that's not, they don't have a fucking monopoly on that. And I think they'd be the first people to tell you that.
Yeah.
And like, I think that is sort of where I am now is like, I'm just like, I honestly, I was sad. I was really sad. And then I kind of like a few days ago, I was like, you know what? I'm like a moderately famous person who's funny and has a fat ass.
That part.
I don't need to be this sad, you know?
There we go.
Like,
yes.
I just don't need to be this sad.
No,
And
you
that's-
don't.
Like, listen, the world is burning down. Fascism is here. We are succumbing to it. We are not going to fucking make it unless you go out and throw some ass.
Period.
Okay?
That part. You find somebody to hold on to when they come and kill you.
We
You know
are
what I mean?
not
Like,
going to make it, okay?
Yeah, like,
we're not.
it's the world's burning. At least getting your nut off before it happens.
It's like granted, I am someone who worries a lot about like the world and like I mean you fucking know this.
Yeah,
That's most of
yeah.
my material is just like hey, I'm Kristin. I'm here to be a bummer. And I understand that. I understand my brand. My brand is
My brand is I'm
big
here to be
fucking bummer. Is a girl who shows up to be like, oh, that thing you like, I'm about to fuck it up.
yeah, that thing you like, rapist.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna fucking break it. But I also know that like I am not gonna make it unless like I go out and fuck
have
shit
fun
and go fuck shit up.
No, you're so right. Honestly,
like,
I needed you to hear. I needed to hear that today.
Yes, literally. Like I was, I was like thinking, like I was like, I don't send my nudes to enough people. Like not enough people.
100%.
They're good. They're great.
Girl, send them nudes.
I have taken some fantastic nude photos,
Send
and
them
not enough people have
nudes.
seen them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because like, what's the worst that happens? Someone commits a crime to show everyone how hot I am.
I've been saying this for years.
it's like, yeah, because like if you leak my nudes, you're the criminal.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble, and I'm the hottie. So who's the fucking loser here now?
Thank you. I feel so validated right now. I am peaking.
I was anti-nudes for a long time.
Really?
I was, and then the pandemic happened, and then I know. So
send them nudes.
during the pandemic, I got really into taking naked photos.
I first of all love naked photos. Also, too, hot take, love a dick pic. Make it good.
I do too.
People. I think men have been because men, you guys were. I mean, you ruin everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tendency to really ruin everything. But no, a dick pic is quite nice. Sometimes I don't want it. I want it. Within the context of a conversation,
Yes.
I want a random one. it's like being slapped in the face on the sidewalk.
No, but a solicited dick pic that is received
is always welcome.
that is fine.
It's
Like,
always
listen,
welcome. I love our male producer walks in at this time.
I was about to be like, it's not like I show men my nudes. I was like, no, actually, that's not true. There is a writer for Rolling Stone who has seen one of my nudes.
Oh, I be sending my nudes.
It's fine. Are you mad at Michelangelo for sending nudes of David? Grow up. Oh, we have to talk about the empty netters, guys.
Oh my God, yes. So the straights have now fallen also in love.
Well, they're straight hockey bros.
Yeah, the straight hockey bros.
So like you probably,
but also the straight bros in general. I've also been seeing like threads of women saying like I've turned my husband on to Heated Rivalry and he loves it, and now it's like in a group chat.
Because it's a good show.
It's a good show. Anyway, the text ended with like, you're gonna be so moved. To the male group chat.
Well, no, I mean that's okay. So that's why we talk about that. So like, if in case you haven't seen these guys, they're like hockey podcasters who have decided they broke down all the episodes.
It's incredible. You have to watch it.
It's incredible because in the thing like I'm trying to like the way it's so funny because like their opinions are so correct.
Yeah,
they are dead fucking right.
Yeah,
but they are so angry about all of them. Every single thing. Give me a hat. Kita, give me your hat. Give me your hat. It's like where's my White Claw? Okay, every single clip of these guys is just like, they're just like, I'm just saying we should have seen the penetration, bro. I'm just saying we need the penetration, all right? You show a dick in the first act, you fucking fire in the third. That's just Chekhov's cock. Do you even fucking dramaturgically analyze? Like... Fuck, I hope this kind of unending love finds you so you can get your fucking head on straight. Figure your shit out. They're so yeah. Did I fuck up my hair? Thank you, Kita.
Wait, no.
Oh, wait,
Straight on.
Okay. The things I do. The things I do for comedy. But like that's it's like they are so aggro with each other. And it's so fucking fun. Like they did like a live stream. I was just gesturing with this hat.
Here, give it to him.
Okay. Basically, like at the point where like Ely and Shane tell each other they love each other,
yeah.
like the middle guy was just like, hey, don't even look at me right now. It's like, don't even fucking look at me right now.
I love that the straight guys are like watching this and like really
and they're
committed.
passionate.
They're passionate.
This podcast is phenomenal.
Yeah,
you should watch it. They're so
even
passionate.
if it's just clips, like go on TikTok and look at empty netters.
And it's like they care about this so much.
I do think the answer though is like I think men need to watch more like this. The answer to this is like straight men need to watch more queer stories. Like I think this might be the medium by which how like Modern Family was how America was backing gay marriage.
Yeah.
Like I think this might be what turns the tide with the male loneliness epidemic and like the edgelords and Andrew Tate.
Literally, it's like I wish I could explain to men that like if you listened and you loved with like a sincere heart and you you stopped listening to what losers are telling you makes someone beautiful, you will not be lonely.
Yeah.
Because I think there are so many men who are attracted to women who they genuinely feel embarrassed of.
Yeah.
And I think that like that as a fat woman, it's something that like I'm used to. I'm used to people wanting to sleep with me, but not wanting people to know about it. And it's something that like, I think that is really, you are denying yourself of a happy life if you are going to be so dependent on what your bros.
Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, if you're fucking someone for your bro's validation, why don't you just fuck your bro?
Which, like, I don't know, you want to go fuck your bro?
Go fuck your bro. I mean, I just watched a whole show about two bros fucking each other.
Like,
loved it.
Listen.
Stan it. But to your point, I think it's like, you're right. This idea that men need, first of all, guys, looks fade. You fuck someone.
Speak for yourself. I'm getting hotter.
No, same. I sent you a fucking video of myself when I was 18. I looked. I was like, damn, I'm glowing up.
Sorry, I know what you mean though.
But no, but I do think it's like if you're attracted to somebody that like, who the fuck cares what anybody else thinks? Like, unless they do you dirty, then by all means, fucking whatever. But like, if you're attracted to somebody and you like them and you want to fuck them, who the fuck cares what anybody else thinks? Like, especially losers on the internet who don't even know you. Like, you think fucking Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, Andrew Tate give a fuck about what Chad in Arkansas is fucking? They don't. They'll never know you. They'll probably never work a day in your life as hard as you. So why the fuck are you letting these people tell you who you should fuck?
Yeah. Like, I feel like there's
Am I crazy?
No, you're not. Transition into the Quinn original that I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so literally so Hudson and Connor, do you guys know what Quinn is?
It's
It's an audio erotica app. And like most of like the audio.
Ear porn.
Yes, but most of the audios they do are like self-insert. So like they're talking to you. You are the other person in the scene, so to speak. So they're not audiobooks. It's like audio porn. But they did a duet, which means it's just aimed towards each other. Like they're both narrating this like to each other. Like there's no like listener insert character. And like Quinn got this together in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, they did.
Like they got
this.
They got it together so quickly. And which like honestly I think it was a great career move for them because like you got to imagine they made a show for like probably $80,000 each.
Yeah.
And now they're two of the most famous people in the world.
Yeah.
And they have no money.
Yeah. Isn't that
crazy? So Quinn swoops in and it's just like, hey, I can tide you guys over to the next project. So like they did like this like romantasy where they're two fae princes who are in like a forbidden romance. And it dropped like literally like 16 hours ago. At like midnight, it like crashed the app.
Shut up, it did?
It crashed that. Yeah, because I was up at midnight and I was like, why am I logged out?
Wait, so they didn't actually do it to any of the Heated Rivalry world?
No. It's an original story.
Wow.
It's an original story.
Interesting.
I know, and you wouldn't listen to it.
I was like,
I want to make, so the thing is, I'm going to make you listen to it.
oh my God. Hold on.
I'm going to make you listen to it right here. I even brought my earbuds.
So you just want my reaction?
Yes.
Okay. She's making me listen to porn, guys. We just put it in one. So
I just want to put it in the one. Okay, great. Okay, hold on. I'll put it in the other one. Well, because like I listen. Okay, when I was listening to this, I was just like, well,
I love how you brought the earphones.
Oh, because I knew I was gonna do this to you. I planned this. Okay, you ready?
24 hours.
Are you ready?
24 hours right after a breakup. Here we go. Oh, God. Wait, stop. I hear ball slapping. This is just porn. This is audio porn. They're moaning. That's it. It's just ball slapping. We're on the verge of coming. Wait, so that means they had to sit in this.
Yes. I listened to this last night with my hands over my face.
Wait,
I
so
was
they
just like,
had
I
to,
don't
like-
think I should be here for this.
That's even funnier that they had to do this. Like,
I know, I don't know what it is, but it's like it's almost like more uncomfortable to listen to.
to watch.
Yeah, no,
because there was music behind it.
Yeah, well,
In Heated Rivalry, there was music.
Well, yeah, and they're not because like the focus isn't sounds.
Yeah.
They're not like fully in.
Yeah, they're
sex
not.
sounds.
They're not full. Well, also I saw one creator being like, it's great. What's great about Heated Rivalry is that like you can just almost hear the ball slapping sounds, but not quite.
Well,
but
in
almost.
this you can.
You're hearing full ball slaps in this one.
Literally,
Cheeks getting clapped.
I was like, well, because I'd heard that the other like Quinn originals with like, because they do these things with other creators.
Yeah, I've heard a few of them, but I was like,
they're tamer. They're not quite as like, they're not, and so people were like, hey, be prepared. This is not going to be, as like graphic as like, you might be. And then I listened to it and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, should I leave?
Yeah, I shouldn't be here. Yeah.
I don't think I should be here
I don't think I should be here for this. Can you imagine them in the booth doing this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I wish they did BTS.
I really am just like, show me the BTS, please.
I need to see the BTS.
I need to see it so bad.
You know that they were, Hudson was fully in it and Connor was breaking.
Oh no, they're both such pros. Like they're both like really, they're both like really, but yeah, I'm very curious like what, because I'm sure the rest of it was just like was Foleyed in later.
Yeah, of
but
course.
Like, it's fully just like.
No, what do you think? Hudson's there clapping his hands. Like, what do you think?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
He would for the right price.
He's a freak by his own admission.
I know.
But yeah, I honestly, unfortunately, because the first time I listened to it, I was like,
I love how you queued it up to that spot too.
Yeah, I'm ready. I understand. I understand how to make content, okay? I'm a media professional.
You are.
Did you know this?
I do.
I'm a little bitch on YouTube.
Oh my God, that made me laugh so hard.
I know.
That made me laugh so hard. Oh my God.
But it's so good though. Unfortunately, I have listened to it 4 times. And it is... And by the 3rd time, you get used to it.
You get used to it.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's fun. But yeah, the first time I was just like, I gotta go. I can't be here for this. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Wait, I did want to cover, like, I don't know if we may have already covered this, but like you had one of your listeners write in.
Oh yes.
Your listener question.
Yes.
That I really wanted to address. And thank you
Yes.
guys for tuning in and asking questions.
Yeah.
This is began as part of our Heated Rivalry. Essentially the net of the questions was a straight woman writing in. She's been in a marriage. She's happy, but she knew she didn't really she
Do I just read the question?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a little long-winded, but
Yeah.
sure. I am a 40-ish-year-old, mostly straight woman in a heterosexual marriage, but I value the work I do and I know it's meaningful. My husband is a good financial provider and is willing to parent in a style that aligns with my values, as long as I give him explicit instructions on how to do it. I got married knowing ours would not be a passionate marriage, but I accepted that. I did not have expectations of romance and find emotional fulfillment in friendships. My question is, does this kind of loving passion that Ilya and Shane have in Heated Rivalry exist in real life, or is it just a beautiful piece of art? I did not grow up in a home with happy parents who loved each other, and after spending my 20s chasing young men who just weren't that into me, I truly thought I'd gotten the best I could hope for with the man I married. Was I wrong? I'm not kidding when I saw that goddamn beautiful show is making me question everything I thought I knew about sex and love in long-term partnerships.
Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts on this. The first thing is...
L'chaim.
Okay. I have a lot of thoughts on this. The first thing is, I am so sorry. Yeah. And I understand that you are hurting so badly. And I understand that hurt. And I understand that, like, the fact that you have children makes that hurt compounded. And I think that, like, you are in a very difficult situation. And I think that, like, you can sort of make space for the fact that you're in a difficult situation, and accept that, like, this is not an easy thing to address. 40 is young. 40 is so young. It is so young. I'm not ever going to tell someone to get divorced, but when I listened to this, my first like thought was like, why are you like have you like listen, let me think about this. Have you ever had like a crush, like a really, really intense crush? Was it on like an internationally famous hockey star? Was it on like a movie star, or was it just a person that you knew? And so, like, I think that, like, there is the capacity for passion in relationships with people that we know. And you know this because you've experienced it in your relationships. And I think that, like, we have this idea that like love is something that only like certain people get to have. And like, I don't think that's true. And I think that I don't love the idea of someone building a prison around themselves because they think it's a safety enclosure.
I agree.
It's like you've built yourself a jail and you think it's a shark cage, and it's not. It's a jail.
Yeah.
And I just don't think.
Look, no relationship is perfect. Like, my parents have been married over 40 years, and they love each other. They make each other laugh every day. God knows, cannot speak to the level of passion they have in their relationship. But I do think that there's validity in the fact that things ebb and flow in long-term relationships. But it sounds, and like, it's common, obviously, over time when you've been in a long-term relationship for like the spark to be dulled, right? But it sounds like in the way that you phrase this question, you're making so many caveats. You've already
many concessions.
Concessions.
You're conceding so much. You're conceding.
Every statement, like, he parents in a style that aligns with my value. Like, you're having to preface so many basic needs.
He can parent in a style that aligns with your values in a different house. Yeah. That's great. That sounds like he's going to be a great co-parent. So
I guess to your question is, does Heated Rivalry set an unattainable standard of love? No.
I don't think so.
I don't think it does.
Because here's the thing. That relationship in that show
took 10 years.
It's super fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, if you've read the next book, it's even more, like, there's even more fucked upness there. Where, like, it's like, if in case you hadn't noticed, at the end of the first book, Elia sacrifices a fucking lot for Shane. And he's going through it as a result of that. So, like, I think that, and maybe this is just, like, the point of view that I'm in right now and like the mindset that I'm in right now. But I think that don't boo yourself off stage. And it kind of sounds like you're booing yourself off stage before you're giving other people a chance to boo you off stage. I have this weird mindset where I'm just like, I'm ugly and nobody wants to be with me ever and blah, 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 blah. And like, that is something that I feel like I haven't reevaluated that opinion on myself since I was like 25. And that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. I was a much worse dresser then. And, I think that I just don't I will never give anyone the advice to just be happy with what they have if what they're having isn't actually happiness.
Yep.
Because, like, the difference between being happy and slowly drowning.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, the fact that you're even asking this question tells me that you already know the answer to it.
Yeah.
Because people who don't have these questions don't feel the need to ask them.
And I also give room to like, your husband's a financial provider. Look, you say you can follow instructions. That's a lot for a man. Most men cannot follow instructions. Like, yeah,
but having to give those instructions is so exhausting.
It is. And net to your husband, I think if there is room to salvage it, again, I think to Kristin's point, it sounds like there's a lot of caveats being making. This may not be the right person, but maybe if it is, if there was some nugget of love at the beginning and passion that's just fizzled out over time, and if he can follow instructions on how to parent children, I have hope for him potentially in the bedroom. Is there a conversation that could be had of being like, hey, I kind of want to try this? Like,
you need to see what kind of instructions you can follow.
Yeah.
Because clearly you need more excitement in your life. Clearly you need to go on a trip. Or you need to go on. You need to be taken on a trip. You need to be taken to dinner.
Yeah.
You need to be given a massage.
Yeah.
He is not providing for this man is a financial provider. Great. He's not providing for your emotional needs currently.
Yes.
If he's so good at following instructions, he needs to follow those instructions.
Yes.
And if he can't follow those instructions, then you have your answer.
Yes, that part. And we'll end it on that. Thank you guys for writing in. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about the podcast. It's the #1 way podcasts get around.
Hi, I'm Kristin Chirico. I'm going on stand-up tour. I'm going on stand-up tour. Please buy tickets. If you don't buy tickets, I can't go on tour anymore. So
I'll be hosting for her in San Diego on March 1st.
On March 1st. You can get tickets for all of my shows at KristinChirico.com. I'm going all over the country next year.
To Kristin's audience, I so appreciate your guys' love. I see all your guys' comments. It means the world. I'm so happy to meet you guys and talk to you guys. It's been so fun. Tell your friends about the podcast. Like I said, that's the #1 way podcasts get around. Follow us on all social media platforms at Night School Pod. We come out with new episodes every week. And feel free to drop us a DM if there's stuff that you like and want us to talk about. We will read them all. So thank you guys for watching.
And take your nude photos. Take those nude photos.
Take nude photos!
Take those nude photos!